Hello guys, in last video we saw how to deal with Java classes, variables, methods, loops, Java conditions, Java arrays, and we also visited Java collection API and we went through lists, sets and maps. And today we'll be discussing OOPS concepts and a little overview of exception handling in Java. Before going into exception handling and OOPS concepts, let's discuss something about Java classes and access modifiers. Okay, let's create a new class. Name it. You can give any name. I'm giving class A. First of all, in one Java class, you can have multiple Java classes. Suppose I have this one Java class, public class A. I can also create one more class in this Java class. Suppose I have created class B. So now we are having two classes within a single Java class. The most important things to note here is that you can have only one class as public in a Java class file. Suppose you are having two classes. One class is class A and other class is class B. So you can make only one of them as public. Like here we have made class A as public class. And the name of this class file should be same as that of the public class which is present in your class. Now suppose your class A is public, so you will save this class with the name class A only. You cannot save it with class B. Okay, in last video I told you about modifiers. So these are the modifiers. Various modifiers are public, protected, default and private. So public means this can be accessed anywhere within a Java project. Protected means this can be accessed within this class or another class which is extending this class. That is inheritance. I'll tell you inheritance later on in this video. Default means if you don't apply any modifier like this class has default access. It has no modifier attached to it, so this is default access. And private means it can be accessed only within the class in which those attributes or behaviors are defined. But for a class you can have only two modifiers. You cannot have protected and private for a class. See, if I apply private on this, see, you are getting compile time error. Illegal modifier for class A. You cannot have private modifier for class. And similarly you can see for protected, again illegal modifier for class A. So you cannot apply private and protected for a class, for a simple Java class. Let's deal with these modifiers now. I'm creating one variable, public int age, and I'm also creating one method, public void sleep. I'm just printing a simple message. Suppose I am sleeping, and I'm also giving this variable a value. Let's give it a 20. Now I'll access these variables in different classes. Now I'll create one more class. Name it class B. Now one more thing to note here is we already had class B here defined. So see the error. The class B is already defined. You cannot define a class with same name twice in a same package. So just rename it. You can rename it by pressing F2. just name it class C. Finish. And problem is solved. Okay, now earlier I told you how to access methods or variables from a particular class. Now we want to access this variable and this method of this class in this class. So firstly we'll have to create an object out of this class. Create an object of class A. Class A new class A. There you go. You have object created of class A. Now how to access? Simply use the reference variable name and dot operator to access it. See, we had one age variable which was public, which was defined in this class A. You can see this as it was public, so this was visible to class A. This will only appear if that variable is visible to this class. As in this case it was public, and I told you public can be accessed anywhere within a project. So you can see class A dot age. You can select it. And similarly you will need to call method clsa dot sleep. Again sleep. Now you just have to run this method. Run this class, sorry. See, 20 and I am sleeping. This was the message which we gave in this method, and this was the age which we gave earlier, and you can see the output appearing up here in the console. So this was public access. Let's create one more package. com.java basics dot name it access. Let's create one more class. Now name it class B. Now you can see, as I told earlier, you cannot have a class with same name in a single package. Now earlier class B was existing in this package, so we were not able to create that class. But since this is a different package, we can create a class here. Right, main method inside this. Now we'll access this member variable and method of this class in this class B, and remember this class B is present in different package than this class. So since it is public, it should be accessible to this class also. So similarly we need to create object out of class A. Just access dot, you can see age is appearing up here. Just click it, and then for accessing the method sleep. Now we just need to run this class now. See, output is here. So this is how you can access variables and methods from other classes to this class. Now important thing to note here is you can create object of this class, object of class A in class B, which is present in other package only when class A has public access. Public means it can be accessed anywhere in this Java project. But if we remove this modifier, let's see what happens. See, you cannot create object out of this class because default means it can be accessed within the same package only. You cannot access this class in a package outside this package, so that's why it gave us one compile time error. Cannot be resolved to a type. It cannot find that class. Now again, this class C was present in same package, but there's no compile time error here because class A and class C are in same package, that is com.javabasics.android. So that's why there's no error occurring here. So default means package level access and public means you can access it anywhere within the project. And next, suppose if I remove this modifier from variable name, again as default means package level access, so this will be available to class C, this variable, but this variable will not be available to class B, which is present in other package than that of com.javabasics.android. Now let's move to private. Suppose similar cases with methods. Suppose I replace public with private or default with private, anything. Again, now both classes melt down, because if a variable is private, this can be accessed only in the class in which it is defined. You cannot access it anywhere other than class A. Even if it is present in same package, you cannot access it anywhere except class A or in the class in which that variable is defined. You can see in class A, class C was present in the same package as that of class A, but still it cannot find this variable. It's not visible. Message is displaying here. Not visible means this class, to this class that variable is not visible, and similar for class B which was present in another package, that variable was not visible here. So this is how public, protected, private and default work. I gave you the functionality of public, default and private. We'll cover the protected once we discuss inheritance.